Hey, I just thought I'd add a little extra something that was on my mind today. So, as I'm driving to work, I thought of something that was, in the back of my head. So, clothes. Um, that's something that, if you're uninitiated to the idea of presenting female and having a new attire, it's kind of like, well, now what? So, I'll just share some stuff, Um, I really dress pretty much the same. I know that sounds goofy, right? But it's true. Um, Jeans and t-shirts, um, nicer tops, I get to nicer tops. I like high top sneakers. I have an orthotic in my foot that goes up the back of my calf to keep my foot from dragging because, the muscles don't work on stuff on that leg. And so I have foot drop. So it's like my footwear is limited, but I like colorful high tops and stuff. So I got some purple sneakers, some purple high tops that I like, and I wear them a lot. I got some comfy snow boot kind of things that I tuck my jeans into, and they look kind of goofy, but whatever. I like them. I call them my snowies. And of course, they're from the women's department. But honestly, if you want to start having some female attire, yet you're in boy mode, hey, shoes and jeans, nobody knows. Come on. You can wear, the sneakers from the women's department. Nobody's going to know. I mean, they don't have to be pink. They can be whatever. You just need to know that they say, women's on the inside. And then jeans. I find that I really like the mom jeans. I mean, that's what's most comfortable to me. So I have Lee Riders, Riders by Lee or something like that. And there's a lot of different kinds. Like today I'm wearing just some blue jean ones. There are some softer ones with a button flap and different kind of pockets that feel like they're useless. That's the thing you're going to notice with pants. Women's department, I don't know why they do this. Pockets are fake. Makes me batty. I can't stand it. I don't know why they do it. Pockets aren't real. Like you can put a credit card in them and that is it. Now these are better. These Lee Riders, they have almost a normal pocket on them, so it's pretty good. And they don't feel like they're a mid-rise or a low-rise. God, I hate that. I've got a tummy, and I don't want that thing hanging over the top of no, thank you. I want that thing cinched in there. I hide the tummy as much as I can, like any other girl. So that's not something I was into, low rise and all those other jeans and stuff. The thing I noticed that was a little different was there's more room in the hips, which actually is working fine for me because there was a point at which I realized pulling up my jeans was like, okay, wait, I have to wiggle left and right. There's something going on. I do have more something, a little bit of distribution in the hips, and I couldn't just unbutton my jeans and have them hit the floor. I'd unbutton my jeans and then unzip them, and then they're still stuck on me, and it's like, wait, what's going on? I realized they're kind of hung up on my hips, and I was like, all right, that's weird. In fact, I've got a picture. I was trying out these other tops that were a little snug, but since I've developed this modest little figure, I was excited about it and I wanted to show a friend. So I'll put a picture here. So hold on, here's the picture. All right, so you can see my waist is a little tighter, and I do have modest little hips. They're still more narrow than geez Louise, big truck. They're still more narrow than my shoulders a little, but the hip to waist ratio gives you a clue that, yeah, hey, this is a girl. So 2 years of estrogen, and it did work. It did do something. So that's awesome. And with a little bit of extra room in the hip area on the women's department jeans, it actually accentuates what little I do have. So that works nicely. So if you want to start thinking about how you're presenting and you're worried about clothing and, what do I do, Well, nobody's going to know the difference in the jeans, and nobody's looking at your feet. Get some women's high tops. You could stick with the boy t-shirts if you want to. I like the V-neck fitted t-shirts. I mean, that's what I wear. But then again, I'm full-time, so I've got stuff in my hair and lipstick, girl glasses. Well, I am dressed as a girl because I'm a girl. That's, I'm full-time, so that's my deal. But if you want to just ease yourself in and not have to explain stuff, you certainly could do a few things. And just you're the only one that's going to know. So, what does it matter? Just enjoy the idea that you know. And that'll feel nice for a little while. And then it'll be just like, oh, well, it's nothing. It's like, oh, well. And you move on. And I remember the first time that I went in public, full girl mode. And oddly enough, I was there again yesterday. So I went out with my buddy, and we went to the Time Bakery in Oakland. And I was a little nervous. I had on a snug top, and it was kind of showing off what little I had, and my hair was a lot shorter, but still, it was a little something, a little crop, hair or whatever. I don't think I was completely passing, but mostly nobody said anything, so I don't know, maybe. And we sat outside and ate 3 different kinds of things. I think he wanted some little pizza bites and some other things. I wanted tiramisu, so I had tiramisu, and it was super good too. Oh my gosh. I don't know what they've done to vegan food, but man, it's good. Wow. So I was there again yesterday. So after I went to VFS consultation, we went back over to Time Bakery, and I realized as we were parking, I said, hey, Kenny, this is the first place I went girl mode public that wasn't like, in group or something. This is like straight out in public. And here I am, like, I don't know, is it a year later or something? We couldn't figure out how long it's been, but it's been a while. And then it's like, wow, because I've been full-time for I can't remember how long now, and here we are again, just out, doing our thing. So that was kind of cool to revisit that little spot where I went girl mode first time public. So it was neat. Little milestones, So that's just a little thing about clothes. You don't have to go wild. Just do what you're doing from the women's department. Nothing wrong with that. So, and then just go be yourself. Jeez, get out there. If you're worried about covering up a beard shadow or whatever, there's some tutorials out there, but you really don't have to go nuts. What works for me is Revlon Instafix. They're like a big lipstick deal, and it's an instant foundation. You just kind of like smear it on, rub it with your fingers until it looks about right. Might have to reapply it. It's matte. It's fairly waterproof. I can sweat through it. It doesn't come off. Don't wipe your face, blot. A nude shade of lipstick if you want. That's what I usually do. It's just to put my lips back on, because if you get it all around the edges of your lips, it makes your lips disappear. So just a nude shade of lipstick, and out the door you go. And it's quick, it's easy. You can jam it in your purse, and if you have to touch up later, you can. Just wash the stuff off your fingers, because it's going to get all over your fingers. So once you're done, and you're like, okay, rub, I'm good. And just use a lot of soap, and just kind of work it back and forth in the palm of your hand and your tips of your fingers, and then just to really work it for a while. You're going to have to wash your hands several times, but you'll get it off your fingers, and it'll be fine. Otherwise, it'll get all over your clothes. Don't wipe your chin on your arm and stuff. It can make a mess, a big streak of flesh color. So don't do it. And the last little tidbit about clothing is I personally like hoodies. So I find hoodies that I like and I grab them. You know, I was at Target and I found this one I really like. This hoodie's pretty cool. I just smacked the microphone, sorry. And that's my attire. Have I worn a dress? Yeah, I wore a dress. I'll show you. Here it is. I rocked that cocktail dress, by the way. Went to a murder mystery dinner theater deal, and I was leaning forward, and somebody took a picture, and I realized I had a little bit of cleavage, and I was like, wow, you know, all right. So here's the picture of my cleavage, me sitting down. So here. Okay, so I rocked that cocktail dress. I was super happy about it. And it was fun. It's not my thing to go, you know, dress up, but that was really fun. I enjoyed it. And then I do have nicer tops, but I don't wear them that much because I'm like always dressed cash, you know, it's my deal. It's just casual Jackie. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Remember to like the video, you know, like it. I leave these things to the end, so I'm not pestering you at the beginning. Like my video, you know, because that's just so incessant. I can't stand it. But I need to remind you so you don't, you know, you watch this far. Like the video, all right? Enough already. Hit the thumbs up, okay? So, and then subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. There's so much stuff going on. You don't want to miss stuff. Click that little bell so you get it. And remember, there's always good resources. If you haven't started, you don't know what to do, get a therapist. Okay, get a therapist. And if you don't know where they are, on the transgenderpulse.com website or forum, there's a resource page with a lot of different areas and where you can find a therapist that's gender affirming and all that stuff. I used it. It was the biggest first step for me that I could recommend to you. Just do it. You don't need to do anything else, but you do need to get a therapist. And there's people there who would be more than willing to talk about anything with you as long as it's, you know, clean and tidy discussion, you know, no sexual topics. Other than that, know that, you know, I'm here, I'm sharing, and I care. And everything's going to be okay somehow, one way or another. I'll see you next time. Bye.